But this is absolutely incredible. Look, halfway in again, and look at that difference. You can see it literally instantly. Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you a way of cleaning your silver without using factory brought chemicals. You need 5 ingredients in total, okay? That's all you need. These are easy to get ingredients that you can go to your local supermarket and easily obtain. The first thing you need is a slice of bread. It has to be a white slice of bread, preferably not too thick, and you'll see why in a minute. Next thing you need is an avocado. Leave it out of the fridge for a few days so it gets a little bit ripe, just so it's easier to peel. An egg, just a raw egg, a lemon, and then the final ingredient is inside this box. So let's get straight into the technique. Now, first of all, we need to crack the egg. Now, we don't actually want the white or the yolk of the egg because that has something in it that actually does the opposite to cleaning coins. It helps tone them. So it's got a high level of sulfur, I believe it is, that actually tones the coins. So you want to get as much out as you can of the inside of the egg. You don't have to get it completely out because the lemon is going to neutralize that anyway. So that will do that. The main thing we need from this is just the shell. Okay, so we'll move that out of the way. We'll just take these off the plate for now. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to literally just crack this shell. I've actually got a big spoon thing here to do it with. There we go. Right, so you need all the shell cracked to pieces, and you want to still keep it in a little bit of a bunch together in the middle. And that is the first part of the technique. The next, we need a lemon. So we're just going to cut this lemon in half. Don't need too much. We can take the smaller half there, put the other one to one side. And now all we're doing is we're squeezing lemon juice on. You want a nice heavy amount of lemon juice because that is going to neutralize any of the egg white and the sulfur that is left in the egg. You can actually clean the shell of the egg out. You can rinse it under the tap if you want, and you don't have to use as much lemon, but you still need lemon anyway because that is part of the chemical reaction with the eggshell. So there we go. You can see it's really heavily caked in the lemon. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting the bread on top. You don't want to push it on too much. You want to rest it on top. Now, like I said, this is why it's quite important to have too thick bread, because the fumes are going to be going through this bread now. And I'm just going to go and wash my hands because I don't want to directly touch that egg and everything onto the silver. So I'm just going to pause the video and go and wash my hands. Right, I'm back. So now the next thing you want to do is you want to take your silver and you want to carefully place it on the bread. Now what's going to happen is the fumes from the chemical reaction that we just created underneath is going to be absorbed into the silver. So this is quite an important stage. All of these stages that we're going through have to be done in this order, and they have to be followed precise to make this work. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it on that side for now, just absorbing the fumes from the chemical reaction that we've just created. And we're going to put that to one side. Now, the next ingredient, and this is arguably the most important ingredient out of the whole experiment. So it's very important that we have an avocado. I've heard some people on Reddit in the comments saying they skipped the avocado part and the experiment just did not work at all. It did not clean the coins at all. So that's why it's very, very important that you have an avocado to hand. Now, I'm just cutting the avocado open. This is the easiest way, in my opinion, to get to the seed inside. And that's all we need. We just need the seed. So the more ripe the avocado is, the easier it is to get the seed out. There we go. It's coming out. There we go. So now we have the seed. And that is all we need from the avocado, just the seed. But that is a very, very important ingredient. I'm just going to give it a bit of a wipe down. There we go. Right, so that is ready. And like I said, that is very, very important, that ingredient. And we're going to pop that to one side out of the way. We don't need that just yet. We're going to pop that to one side. Now, the next stage of this, we need what is inside this box. And as you can see, we have some coconuts. I didn't even know you could order coconuts online until I searched it. I searched it on eBay. Nothing came up apart from empty coconut shells. Searched it on Amazon and bang, there it was, coconuts. So there we go. So now what we need to do is we need to find the one that has the most coconut milk inside it. Now how you do that? Oh, that's got quite a lot already, the first one. It's just by shaking them. That's got slightly less. And this is something you need to do in the supermarket. Yes, you're going to look a little bit crazy. Right, so that's got the most milk inside it. But if we haven't got enough, we have got another two there that we can go back to. But one should be enough. And I've made a right mess of my table here. I'm glad Mrs. 365 is working tonight and she's not behind the scenes of this video. She wouldn't be too happy about the mess that we're making. But here we go. Now this is a coconut. Now I haven't actually peeled a coconut for quite a long time, so you're going to have to bear with me. But for those of you that are not sure how to do this, you literally just peel off this top bit here, this stem if you like. You get rid of that, and then you should find either 2 or 3 holes in the coconut. They're not actual holes, but they're kind of weak spots in the coconut. And they're what we're going to be using to get the milk out from. Now I've literally just got a skewer here, just something sharp to dig in. There we go, that's gone straight through. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to drain the coconut milk out. Let me just remove some more of these bits. I'm just going to pop it upside down. There you go. But it is going to take a little while to drip out. It does take quite some time for it to all come out. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that to one side. Is that going to stay upright? Yeah, there we go. Right, so we're going to leave that to one side so that can slowly drain out of the coconut. And while that's happening, I'm going to pause the video again while I just clear up all of this mess that I've made. There we go. We have a little bit of a cleaner table now. Now, while the coconut is draining all the milk into the cup, we're going to give these coins a flip. So now we've flipped that over and we can give that a few more minutes while we check on our coconut milk. Right, so as you can see, that is pretty much fully drained now from the coconut. I'll give it a little bit of a shake. There's a little bit more coming out, but that is pretty much most of the milk from the coconut. So what we can do now is we can move the coconut out of the way. And now we have the coconut milk in this glass. And what we're going to do to make it easier to clean the coins, I'm just going to transfer it into a smaller cup. So we're going to pour in there. Look at that. Fits perfect. So now we have the coconut milk in this cup. Now these have been sitting for pretty much the entirety of the video, soaking up the fumes from underneath. And if I've done this correctly, it should clean them just as good as the chemically brought silver dip that you can buy in shops. Now, like I said, I have done this off camera before, but this is the first time filming it. So I'm hoping it's going to work as well as it did when I first tried it. Let me get that on there first to protect the table. And let's start with the bar. Now this one, quite heavily milk spotted. and also quite heavily tarnished on the face and everything up here. So let's start by dipping it straight in. Hold it for a few seconds. Look at that difference. Can you see the difference of that? Now tell me that's not as good as the shop brought silver dip that I did this experiment with a few weeks ago. Look at the difference of that. Let me just dry it a little bit on here. Wow. It's actually hard to showcase on camera. There we go. That's a good angle. Look at the difference that has done. Absolutely incredible. It's removed all the tarnish from his face. And you can clearly see the line where we put it in the solution. So let's pop it back on there for now, and let's do the next one. Look at that. You can really see it over there. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. Now this one here, this was a little bit milk spotted, a little bit tarnished. Like I said, it does look more tarnished off camera because the lighting is quite bright. It makes it look shinier than it is. But let's see if we get a dramatic effect. Oh yeah, there you go. Look, you can see the browns on it there when you put it at that angle. But let's go straight in and see if this has the same effect. Halfway in, and wow, look at that. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. Look at the difference. Got a bit of coconut bit on it there, which we can just rinse off after. Look how shiny that other half is. Absolutely incredible. Now, I did not think this technique was going to work as well as the shop brought cleaning silver dip. And like I said, I actually found it on Reddit. I will try and find the original post on Reddit, and I will try and leave a link to that to credit the person that discovered this and posted it on Reddit, so you can actually see the original post. But this is absolutely incredible. Look, halfway in again, and look at that difference. You can see it literally instantly. Absolutely incredible. Look at that. Purely silver on one side and really tarnished on the other. And if we dry it down a little bit so it doesn't shine as much, you can really see the half that you've cleaned and the half that you haven't cleaned. And when you set it back there on the bread, because it's a little bit further away from the lighting that I've got, you can see the difference a hell of a lot more. But what we're going to do now is we're going to finish the process, and we're going to completely clean the rest of these bars and coins. So we're going to hold that in a little bit, bring it out, just leave a little strip in the middle. Look at that. And let's put it fully in. All the way in. We'll leave it over there to dry a little bit, and we'll do the same with this coin. This side is the side that you can see how heavily tarnished it is. Straight in. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. I would be interested to hear, let me know in the comment section below, have you seen or heard of this technique before? Because up until I discovered this on Reddit, I'd never even heard of this technique. If I would have heard about this technique 2-3 years ago when I first started stacking, this is a technique that I would have used every time, because you're literally, one, you're saving money on buying expensive silver cleaner when you could just use products that cost a couple of pounds from the shop. And two, you're not putting proper chemicals as such on the coins. But that is absolutely incredible. Now let me just get that bit of coconut off of this one. There we go. But look at that. Look at the difference of that coin. You can't see any of the milk spots on their face anymore. All the blemishes are gone. The milk spots are gone. The toning's gone. It's like a brand new coin. But yeah, absolutely incredible. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. And like I said, I would be very interested to hear from those of you that have actually tried this experiment before, because up till now, like I said, it's not something I've ever seen or heard of. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give it a like, share, and a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, I hope you have a very nice day.